Alright, so with these, you basically have to do the opposite of what we've been doing. We now get given a graph and we have to write its formula. So first step, please write this topic title before you write some notes. And write example 17 so you can come back to it if you need. First of all, I know that this point is my y-intercept, so let's write some facts down. I want to write it as a coordinate. Okay. Then my x-intercepts, there's 2 points, so I'm going to write it down and we'll convert it into a formula. So my x-intercept is at x equals -1 and x equals 3. So when I convert it into my formula, I can write an a because I don't know my coefficient, but I just know that it's going to be +1, one of the factor variables, and then x minus 3. So just be careful, it's the opposite sign. So if it's a -1, it's a +1, and it's a +3, it's a -3. So just be careful about that. And now all I have to satisfy is, it's really simple, is just put those numbers in, put those coordinates in, and then rearrange to find a. So substitute when x equals 0. So it's 1 and then -3. So 1 times 3 minus 3 is -3, so I just got to get rid of that. So therefore, my a is -1. So therefore, my y equation is -1, x plus 1, x minus 3. And I know this is true because a value is a smaller than 0, and when it's smaller than 0, it gives me a concave down shape, which we should know from a previous section. Alright, let's do b. B, I start writing my key informations. So as a coordinate, it's 0, 8. And my x-intercept, as you can see with this one, it only has 1 at x equals 2, and it touches. Now what this means is, it's like a 2-factor. So when I write my equation, it's basically meaning that both of the factors look like this, which can also be written as this, up to you how you want to write it. Now all I have to do is satisfy this coordinate because that is what lies on the graph. So all I have to do is figure that out. So -2 squared is 4, so I get rid of the 4, and my a is therefore 8 divided by 4, which is 2. And to write my full equation, I just write y equals 2x take 2 squared. Now I know this is true because it's a concave up graph, meaning my a is a positive number. Let me just go to the answers and double check that all of my answers were correct. Just so 2 and then minus. Perfect. All done. So let's do example 18. So similar stuff, but when I write my facts down, I have to just look at the graph a little bit carefully. So my y-intercept, 0, positive 16. Now I get 1 in x-intercept value, but I don't know this one, but good thing we know how to figure it out. Because what we do know is axis of symmetry. Now if you remember what axis of symmetry is there for, basically this distance over here should be the same as this distance over here. So let's count and figure out what the distance is. Let me just get rid of this. So from -2 to 1, there's -1, 0, 1. So the distance of this is 3. So if I add another 3 from 1, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know that this coordinate is at 4. So I should be able to write another fact. X-intercept is at -2 and 4. So that's something I can deduce from the graph by looking at the axis of symmetry. So I can now write my factors. So -2 turns into a +2, and then +4 turns into a -4. And all I have to do is satisfy this coordinate. So I just substitute that in. So if this is too fast, obviously pause it as much as you need to and write it down. So I got 0 plus 2, which is 2, 0 take 4, which is -4. 2 times -4 is -8, so I just got to get rid of -8 from both sides. So 16 divided by -8 is -2 equals a. So all I have to do is write my final equation, meaning it's a concave down because my a is -2, which satisfies that equation. So now you should be able to do 2e question 1 to 2.